Hello and welcome to another episode of One Fall WrestleCast. We're back on Mondays. Seems to be the sweet spot for us. Go figure. Derek's late. But we do have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Obviously, LA Knight is WWE dropping the ball with his booking. We're going to dive deep into the LA Knight situation. Also, I'm better than you, baby. Tom's on board. Tom's definitely on board, so I can't wait to discuss that little wrinkle-rankle a little bit. Bray Wyatt rumored to return at SummerSlam. Does this move the needle? We're going to discuss that as well. There's plenty of other little tidbits that we need to talk about, but we're going to do it on the other side.
Welcome to the One Fall WrestleCast.
What's up, dude?
I'm the one, I think. Maybe I'm the interim champ.
No, I definitely do believe that you are the reigning, defending, undisputed Derek is late champion.
Well, one of us is gonna for sure be the champ here shortly.
So with that, I will give you the champion's advantage, and you get to pick.
To pick the time, I'm gonna say Derek will be here by 8:46.
8:46. I'll take the over on that.
Take the over on that. All right.
I will take the over.
46. Okay.
So hey, man, been a couple of weeks. How we doing? How we living?
Real good actually. Particularly well, if I do say so myself.
That's good.
Things have been going swimmingly actually. So all's good. Work is calm. Kids have been good. Everybody's good. I'm still playing Final Fantasy 16 because the game is like 300 hours of cutscenes, but it's good. It's been a good couple weeks. I have missed you guys though. So if I'm being honest, I've missed hanging at. Last Wednesday you were like, I'm away and I'm not leaving anytime soon, and I was like, oh, sadness. And Derek was like, I gotta go to bed because it's bedtime for me. And then there was no Derek either, so I just sat here and watched wrestling by myself, which was fine, but you know, it's much more fun to bitch about it with y'all. So yeah, that seems to be that. How about you, pal? How you been?
Good, man. Just been real stupid, super busy. Was on the road most of last week. Got delayed a little bit on Wednesday, which really kind of put a damper on things. And that's when Mr. No Show himself said, hey, man, we've not been doing really well at this Wednesday thing. Maybe we should go back to Mondays. And we all kind of said, yeah, man, that sounds good.
It feels like Wednesdays worked for a little while, and then they did not work anymore. Oh, I made a mistake.
No, they became very, very hard to get shows put onto the interwebs for our millions and millions. You know, I mean, can't help myself. But
millions.
You know, life is good though. Life is real good.
Yeah, it's not like we haven't been doing it because life sucks. It's because we've been busy doing the good things.
Absolutely, rooting and tooting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Hey, so let's just get something out of the fucking gate right now, right away. I don't really want to do this without Derek. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna wait for Derek because I have to know. I have to know on this particular thing.
Okay. Fair.
And we will get there with that. But I do have something pertinent that needs to be discussed. Matt Cardona showed up in Japan with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship around his waist.
He did. He did indeed.
Now, it is believed to have been confirmed, possibly allegedly, somebody had said maybe possibly that it was a replica title, which would make a lot of sense.
That's what Chelsea Green said, actually. She said she wouldn't let the actual title belt out of her sight. And I said,
which would make a lot of sense because, you know, she was winning it and doing PR while he was on a plane to Japan. You know, so obviously they knew that she was going to get the W in that situation. And he just kind of rolled into town, you know.
Well, and she should be here tonight with it. And I know they were putting I saw she posted on Instagram or something that they were putting her plates on.
Oh, that's cool.
So she should be here with it tonight, and I believe he's still in Japan. So
well, yeah. So my question is, you think that puts a little bit of heat on her, or are we just like, eh? I mean, it's Cardona. He's gonna do what Cardona does. I mean, after all, he did bring the ECW TV Championship to a GCW show and said that he was the what did he say, that he was the god of ECW or some shit like that?
He did say something like that, yeah.
You know, so this is not outside of the realm of possibilities in the book of Matt Cardona.
No, certainly not at all.
Woo woo woo,
woo woo woo, and no, I think that I think that Broski is just being Broski there and doing his thing. That being said, I thought about that too. What you said about Chelsea Green getting some heat for Cardona doing his thing. I thought about that because initially in my head I went, "Ooh, the old man's not going to like that. Hell, Triple H ain't going to like that." But then I saw what Chelsea Green had said, and I was like, okay, it's just Cardona doing his thing, so maybe not. But no, that's certainly something that could be a concern because, you know, he's kind of a loose cannon as far as, you know, the indie god is concerned. And if his wife gets heat because of his antics, I could see that happening, but maybe not for this, but we'll see how far he takes it.
Yeah, I mean, let's just hope that like nothing does come of this, because I'll be honest with you, I am super excited for a Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville tag team title reign.
That was, yeah.
These tag team titles have been the number one largest joke in all of WWE since their inception.
Well, right? They at least since they threw away the 24/7 championship.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been the biggest joke since Nikki Cross threw the 24/7 championship in the trash.
So I do believe that two stellar heels on the microphone, because I mean, we all know we sat here and we foamed at the mouth, and we were just so complimentary of Sonya Deville's work as the commissioner.
I loved it.
You know, the authority figure. You know,
loved
what I mean,
it
for a little while. And if she can bring that type of gusto and energy to a tag team title reign with Chelsea Green, who is also comparably good promo, I think that this has the opportunity to elevate the women's tag team championships quite a bit more than they have been in recent months, you know, or if at all, really. So,
well, so you're going to disagree with me, but I had, and I know they hot potatoed it a little bit, but I didn't hate
a little bit.
Okay, a lot. They hot potatoed it a lot for each like each match, each title match. It was hot potato.
Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. Yeah.
So, but I liked when it was on Shayna and Ronda, and then I liked that that Shayna turned on Ronda. I like that angle, and I like that we're going to get that at SummerSlam because, you know, I'm a Shayna mark.
But I mean, they didn't want it to work that way, from what I hear. They wanted that to go on quite a bit longer, but, you know, Ronda Rousey's just like, yo, I'm out of here, bub.
Yeah, and, you know, truth be told, this is the way to get Ronda out, too. So while I don't agree agree with the speediness of it from like a prestige of a title mentality. I like the way it was used to do what it did. I wish it would have been a little more drawn out and a little more intricate, but you don't always get what you want. And I'm not dissatisfied with the way that it played out. That being said, getting it back on a heel team, like hot potatoing it from the babyface team to the heel team, and also putting getting Rhea Ripley involved in that as well, because she jumped the two. She jumped Liv and Raquel prior to that title match where Chelsea and Sonya won, and that was sort of the catalyst. So all of it coming together the way that it did, I really liked it, and I like the end result. So the fact that it felt rushed is one thing, but at least it was sort of like a good storyline, as quick as it was, and as not drawn out as it was. It got at least a little more TV time and explanation and thought put into it, and involvement and angles and things like that than the tag titles have had otherwise pretty much since their inception. So,
no, man, and you know what? I only disagree with a portion of that statement, right?
And that's fine. I'm obviously glass half full on that, right?
Yeah. I do agree that, when Ronda and Shayna had the titles, they kind of felt bigger than they have in recent months, or at all for that matter. And it's cool, right? And I'm really into this Shayna and Ronda thing because their first exchange, their first physicality outside of Shayna jumping Ronda mid-match, looked like a sparring session, So
that's what I hope their SummerSlam match looks like. Honestly, that's what I hope their SummerSlam match is like.
These two women are gonna bring it, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I'm willing to bet that this may be the best match that Ronda Rousey has had in her WWE career.
And I think that would be good because it's probably also the one she's going to go out on. I doubt she's coming back once this contract is up. I mean, she's still technically on her first contract. This is still the same 3-year deal that she got however many years ago and then was gone for a while. So they stopped time because they're WWE. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So this is technically still her first contract, and as her first contract is expiring, I don't really expect her to come back. Maybe apart from maybe an appearance here and there. Little things, little like Legends deals, like maybe have her build something and do something at WrestleMania, kind of like they do with Logan Paul or something like that. I don't expect to see her in any kind of full-time capacity ever again. But as far as going out, probably the best way to do it. I think that they've, while it's not the most ideal wrestling booking that we've ever seen, to one, elevate the tag titles a little bit as best as they can with the time they have, and then give Shayna the rub on her way out. I think both of those things are really, honestly, probably the best thing we could have expected from a Ronda contract end. So I think maybe we just take it for what it is, as kind of a win at the end there, and we look at Ronda's whole, contract, title reigns, and all that stuff as mostly a win. I'd say it was like it kind of sucked in the middle, but the first part was good, and then up to the WrestleMania with Becky and Charlotte, and then this last little spurt at the end has been enjoyable for me. I mean, it's enjoyable, definitely been enjoyable. So. I say we just, count, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Maybe we'll say it that way. I agree. It's not the most ideal wrestling booking ever, but it's far from the worst. And the tag titles have definitely seen far worse booking than they have, at least in the recent couple weeks, the women's tag titles, that is.
Yeah. I mean, and it's been positive, and I enjoy the fact that they put the belts on Chelsea and Sonya, and I hope that they are able to do something with them, and I hope that they are able to kind of bring them to the forefront a little bit and give them the little bit of the love that they very, very much deserve. So, hey, pal, just for the record, it is now 8:48. I took the over on your 46.
Yeah, you are the new and new. I'm gonna put mine away. And new.
You know, so I just wanted to put that out there.
Right on time, Derek.
Yeah.
He's not even gonna see that. He doesn't even know. Right on time, huh?
Right on time. Right on time. I'm putting the mower in the shed. I'm going to get in the shower. I'll be right on time. That was at 8:17, folks, and we went live at 8:31, Tom and I did. He was not right on time. Hey, can we just talk about something real quick that, like, I went out of my way to watch because I had heard nothing but the most positive feedback ever. Willow Nightingale and Athena fucking put on a banger at Destin Forge's honor.
They did.
The ROH Women's Championship.
They did. They beat the hell out of each other.
Kudos to those two women.
They beat the hell out of each other in the best possible complimentary way. It looked brutal, but it also looked very safe. And I know everybody walked away very proud of themselves for the match they put on. And yeah, that was. I feel like that's the kind of match that both Athena and Willow Nightingale sort of excel at. Those just hard hitting, because like they're both bruisers, man. They both can give, like, their punches look good, their kicks look good. I think both of them sort of, they always try to make the women jump off of things a little too much, I think, especially in AEW and now Ring of Honor. There's too much of that. So, but they didn't do that. There wasn't really any crash pads. It was just beating the hell out of each other. And I think that really played to both of their strengths. And I thought it was a great match too.
For me, bud, that's probably one of the better matches Athena has had since her world title reign in NXT the first time.
Yeah.
Because, all signs were, pointing in the proper trajectory for Miss Athena when she was with NXT in her first go around before she went to the main roster and was grossly mistreated and underutilized, only to get hurt, to take a bunch of time off, to go back to NXT, to be grossly underutilized and underwhelming, to be released, to join AEW, to then get signed to Ring of Honor and become their women's world champion.
So I don't think when she came back to NXT, I don't think she was ready, and I think that's why they put her back in NXT. I think she was maybe still hurt a little bit. If she was still hurt, she certainly wasn't in she was off a step. We'll put it that way. Maybe that's what I don't want to say. Like her, I'm sure her cardio, was fine and all that stuff was fine. It was just sort of like her timing seemed off. Maybe I'm wrong in this, but
you're not.
She didn't seem as explosive and as on point as she had prior to her injury, and then post her injury, and then coming back to it, she seemed like she had lost a step. But now she seems like she's back in, like she's at 100%. Her timing is like on the money, and it's good to see her firing on all cylinders again, because I really do think she's a really great talent, and I do think that she's been honestly, as far as Ring of Honor is concerned, she's been their star lately. Would you disagree with that? Because I can't think of anybody else on the Ring of Honor brand that's done anything that's been worthwhile.
No, outside of, are you talking strictly the women's division? Or
no, just strictly Ring of Honor, period. Yeah, like Ring of Honor, just as a,
I've got to say, Samoa Joe has definitely been.
But as an AEW guy, though, like, yes, he carries the Ring of Honor title. I haven't really watched him perform on the Ring of Honor show, but I've seen him on Collision, and that's been fantastic. But I see that as AEW. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here. It's plucky. You should let Derek in though, because he's here. Let him in.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you for the very first time, friend of the show, fucking Lil Derek.
There is
Hey,
no
pal.
friend of the show. Fuck off, fuckers. No. We're back. This is
Look
why
at that.
we
We are-
decided on Mondays.
We are back.
the
Look
one?
at that.
Who's the one that came back and was like, you know what? Fuck Wednesdays. We're done with Wednesdays. Ain't nobody showed up. All three of us on Wednesday. I'm over it.
That's not
I'm
true.
over it.
Look,
Over.
I would have showed up on Wednesday. I was around. I was here to show up. But you know what?
I'll give it to Tom. I'll give it to Tom.
Hey man,
Somebody.
It's not my fault that things got away from.
That you got to go out of the country, and then this meeting ran over. We're now ordering dinner, and then I had to fire this guy. Now I got to close dish. Fucking, do you do all your firings on Wednesday? Is that how that works?
I mean, if that's the day, bud, I mean,
fire people on
Oh
Friday.
man, guys, I'm so happy to be back. Hello,
Derek missed us
gentlemen.
so much. Can you tell Derek
I
missed us so
did.
much?
I genuinely missed you guys so
Derek-
much. I'm so
Derek
happy
was
we were
like,
back.
he missed us so much that he only showed up like 25 minutes late.
well, he must have not
Well-
missed us that much because I've been trying to text him all fucking week about other things. And
No bullshit. I texted you back. Okay, let me.
Okay, you can't
Look,
text
talk to
me.
You
at
gotta,
let
you
me
gotta
seven-
stop
talk
sending
to
him
you.
dick pics. You gotta stop
Let
sending him
me
dick
talk
pics at
to
10
you.
a.m. All right, he's not ready for
All right,
dick pics
you
at 10
text me
a.m.
maybe like 2:30 on Sunday, which you knew I had the big family cookout on Saturday. 2:30 on
Yeah, but
Sunday.
I tried
dude,
to come to your big family cookout on Saturday, but you couldn't answer a text message.
Wait, you sincerely did? Because
Yeah.
I don't have
Sent you a
that.
text message. It said, "Hey, are you guys using the pool at your little cookout thing?"
Oh, I see that at 4:53.
Yeah.
Shocking.
What the hell does that supposed to mean? How would I know?
I mean, that meant that I was trying to see if you guys were using the pool, because if so, we were going to come because my kid wanted to
Bud,
get
we
in the
had bounce house, we had
Hmm.
slip and slides, we had kiddie pool,
Walt
we
wanted
had
to come swim.
all the good stuff.
Walt was
Yeah,
gonna
man.
swim.
pool. I was
Yeah.
baking in the sun all day, feeding a bunch of old folks at this big party that I was catering.
Vince Russo, even I saw.
Yeah, Vince
I saw
Russo was
that.
there.
Yeah, I thought it was Al Snow. I was confused.
Walt was gonna frog splash into the pool.
Bro,
Bro.
these green beans.
I told
are
you to mark out. You wouldn't let me.
delicious.
Green beans are delicious, bro.
The bacon and
Oh,
onion,
here comes
bro.
the dive.
Who'd have thought of
Ah.
this, bro?
tell
Bacon
you-
on a pole match.
I'll tell you
That's
what Ring
where
of
we're
Honor,
going.
or I'll tell you what AEW is fucked up in WWE. Now, every time we go to a commercial break, it's right after somebody does a tope suicida.
Tope suicida.
They don't say
And
that.
we'll see you back after the break-in picture-in-picture.
Yeah, it's tope suicida to a break every time.
Hey, so
Every
since
time.
we're on the topic of AEW, let's roll right into it. Hey, how fucking good is AEW Collision?
It's the best AEW product ever, is what it is.
It doesn't feel like an AEW show.
No, it feels like a WWE show, if I'm being honest,
100%.
because it's all
It's like it
WWE guys. Because it's
Yeah,
all
It's
WWE
like it
guys.
should.
You got
I don't know what
Miro.
Ian Riccoboni
Oh,
was doing
stop.
this week.
I did not
Instead of
miss
Kevin
this
Kelly
part.
being there.
This part I did not miss. God, can we just
Okay.
edit Tom out now?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing though. You know, we've been calling this for fucking months and months and months and months. Ricky Starks is a motherfucking star.
Ricky's
Okay.
a
But
star.
he's a motherfucking heel. Why? Why
Good.
did you turn
Love it.
heel? I came in here
because it's
to
Saturday.
argue this
Because it's
point,
Saturday,
it
and
makes
Saturday's
no
a different
sense.
show. It doesn't matter. It's a different timeline. It's a different price. It's totally different.
So we
Totally
just cut off
different.
everything we
Ah.
did.
Look,
Previously,
everything we
this is
did
a new
previously
timeline.
was
Stop.
everything we did previously was complete and utter nonsense, and I'm
All
totally fine with just wiping the slate and being like, you know what, that was nonsense. We're just gonna go with Ricky's a heel.
Tired of this nonsense.
Yeah,
Welcome to
that's-
Saturday.
exactly.
All right.
Sa-
All right.
Saturday
all right.
nights are all
We
right
can go
for
with
fighting, and Ricky's a heel, and I'm good. I'm good with all that. Look, I can't sit here and have bitched about AEW for as bad as it's been for the last year and be like, oh, how could they not keep continuity? Like let's just let the dead stay dead. And let's embrace that Saturday night is all right for fighting, because we've had in the first two collisions were fucking like the end was like, oh, Samoa Joe versus CM Punk in some capacity, and they were
Right.
It was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And like every week after that has been like, holy shit, this is awesome. Why have I not been privy?
Let's not even talk about let's not even talk about the hour-long 2 out of 3 falls fucking tag team match between FTR and fucking Jay White and Juice Robinson.
Right? Like, holy crap.
That was amazing.
Like, holy crap.
Amazing.
Like, that went an hour, and when it was over, it felt like it went like so, because there was only what 2 commercial breaks in the hour?
Yeah.
3 maybe? It was like a short. They had
my
condensed
ass
the commercial
left
break.
my seat multiple times.
I don't even remember what happened on the rest of that show.
Yeah.
but that match was, oh my god! It was
amazing.
Like what?
And
you guys been holding out on us with this shit? Like, come on.
Kudos to AEW too, because on Saturday on Collision, when Jay White and Juice Robinson were in the ring, commentary had mentioned, hey man, they have an argument that they are the AEW World Tag Team Champions because they won the first fall in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, had that have been a regular match, they would be the AEW Tag Team Champions right now. So, like, that's the piece that we've been missing as wrestling fans, you know, that are into the story-driven portion of what we do. Okay, I saw an article today talking about AEW as a whole. And it was like, hey, you know, like AEW, since its inception, when it came out on Wednesday nights, was a stark opposite to what WWE was. It was high-flying athletic matches, and it was all these dream scenarios and like
sport-based product.
Right. And all the marks, you know, were like, oh my God, we're gonna get to see Okada and Daniel Bryan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get all of these dream matches that everybody had always fantasy booked, and Tony Khan had given that to us as wrestling fans. And a lot of us were like, hey man, like, that's really cool, but that's not what I'm after, you know?
Yeah.
And now Collision has come along, and we have this like super tight show that's got so many good little nuances, like opening it up with all the short little promos, just bang, 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 bang. Reminds me of like early 90s WWF, right? Like when you would open like the Royal Rumble with all the Royal Rumble people. Well, yo, let me tell you something, brother. We're going to throw 29 other men over the top rope, and we're going to get the win, right? You know, and then you got the Ultimate Warrior. Destrucity of 30 other people to go over the top rope with the galaxies in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you had to bring him into this.
Yeah, we got to bring him.
The promo killer.
Look, man, he was on so much cocaine. So much.
Exactly.
I just really wanted to say Destrucity.
He was on the original meth. We didn't realize it at the time, but that must have been meth. I think that's what that was.
No, he was on that pure white powder, buddy. He and the Macho Man. But he was when he did, he was.
I'm ready for my promo, Mean Gene.
Yeah, that's what that looks like. Yeah, that's what that looks like.
You're gonna bring my man into this, really?
Look, maybe the Macho Man was hitting the 8 balls. He was a little crazy. Nope. He was up and then he came back down because he flew with the sword with the eagles and he slithered with the snakes. Oh yeah. Anyway,
the coke rises
to
the top.
After like 5 weeks of not mentioning CM Punk's bag, Ricky Starks.
That was a nice, yeah.
And now,
nice. I know where you're going.
Now we're back into the CM Punk saying I'm the real world champion. So like, there's a fan theory floating around that MJF's going to defend the world title in Wembley, and then Punk is going to defend his red bag at All Out in Chicago, and then they're gonna.
Yeah, there has to be. There has to be.
So I thought I've seen that theory. So I kind of thought, and maybe I'm wrong about this. My thought is that what if they just make that for Wembley, CM Punk versus MJF. What if we get that? But like Adam Cole interferes.
Baby.
That's his best friend.
They're best friends. Yeah. I just bought the t-shirt. I spent a whole lot of money for it.
Yeah, you'll see that.
Did they?
Did you still have to sign the COVID waiver when you ordered from Pro Wrestling Tees?
No, I ordered it from AEWshop.com.
Yeah, that's still Pro Wrestling Tees.
I know it is, but it's no, I didn't have to sign the COVID waiver to answer your question. The first time I tried to buy it, when I went to check out, it told me that I had nothing in my cart, although I had things in my cart. So I had to do it again.
You weren't a legit enough fan. Try again.
It told me I had nothing in the cart.
I don't know what the hell my wife has going on with this chair, but I can deal with this.
Oh, okay. Are you still in the baby's room? I see a crib there.
Well, it used to be my game room, but now there's a crib.
Well, does your son sleep there?
No, he sleeps in my bedroom in a bassinet. So this is more for show. It's got penguins wrestling, all kinds of stuff on the walls. I mean, he's just stuck. Sorry, bud. I hope you're not a Flyers fan, because otherwise you're going to be kicked out the house. You don't really have much option.
Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Hey, and I think the quote of the day is...
Oh, that was not what I wanted.
I think the quote of the day, the quote of the week is, I don't understand what kind of man it takes to carry around and act like they've won someone else's championship.
Oh, Christian.
Hey, I don't understand.
How great is that?
How
great is that?
Look, I know Christian's not the champ, but he's literally the only one. He's literally the only one that's given any credence to that title in the last year and a half. So,
I mean, Luchasaurus isn't going to be able to talk about it. So I got to agree with Tom on this.
Yeah, dinosaurs can't talk.
He can't
talk. That's stupid. I mean,
what it is
what
stupid.
do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Can't talk.
No, I want him to bury his gimmick like Jungle Boy did, I guess.
I mean, am I the only one that thinks Luchasaurus is not like he's on his way out? Am I wrong in that, or are they just gonna milk this stupid thing because he's clearly he's not that good at wrestling. Two, he can't talk. So what else is there for wrestling?
But can he?
Really?
I don't know. Have you heard him talk? Do you understand dinosaur?
He's a dinosaur. I mean, they're gonna have to rebrand him. He can't be Luchasaurus anymore.
Well, he could be Jungle Boy Jack Perry Luchasaurus. Thank you, Jim Ross.
That's stupid. You didn't
keeping the Jack Perry thing alive.
No, that's
exactly is where that comes from. Jim Ross is the one.
How about my man coming out wearing
that happened?
Wearing his dad's leather jacket from fucking Beverly Hills 90210.
Jack Perry came out on fire these past weeks. That whole segment with the burying of everything, and now we come out to Beethoven's Fifth. I love it.
Yeah,
I have no complaints.
Really? Because I think Jack Perry's heel. I think Jack Perry's heel run's been fucking trash.
You think he's a poser?
Oh, it's been 2 fucking weeks, man.
It was. And the first week it was garbage. I'm banging the bitch here.
Tom says he's a poser.
Okay.
We'll see in 2 more months. And Tom's gonna be like, well, Jack Perry had a good match.
Okay. No, fuck him.
Gotta settle into the gimmick.
Okay, well, he hasn't settled yet, but his gimmick sucks.
Ruben in the chat says, a long time ago, I heard the reason why Vince McMahon collects all this talent is because he's afraid that they will go be bigger stars somewhere else. I mean, I think that's been pretty well publicized, Bob.
Yeah, there was a point
that Ruben decided to break some news on our television show.
There was a point.
YouTube show.
There was a point in time where I feel like that was true. There was certainly a point in time where that was true. That does not appear to be true any longer.
No, buddy. At this point,
can you name anybody?
Out of touch. He doesn't know anybody that's even in the Indies. If he had to.
Well, I'm just saying. At this point,
wait. I have a serious question. Are we talking about 10 years ago, Vince McMahon, or are we talking about Mustache Vinny?
I mean, Mustache Vinny ain't. Mustache Vinny ain't afraid.
Mustache Vinny. He takes no fucking names.
Mustache Vinny ain't afraid. He's not afraid. Because
Listen,
let's
I
look
don't
at
want to
let's
know
look
your
at
name. I just want to know your price.
He looks like a
That's
goddamn
mustache
mob boss.
Vinny.
His hair all dyed and slicked back, and his little fucking mustache.
Are we saying that he's not a mob boss? Are we like are we certain that that's not the that's
I'm
not
here to
the
make you an
persona?
offer that you can't refuse.
Jesus
certain?
Christ.
Are we certain that's not the persona? Because
I hope he comes out again on the front of the ramp.
where the hell you been? Where the hell you been?
Where the hell you been? Yeah.
Then, now, and forever. That's good shit, pal. Ha ha.
Where the
Sounds
hell you
like
been?
my dick when I'm fucking one of these whores that I paid $2 million to.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course.
Oh,
We settled that shit out
No,
of court,
Michael,
pal.
not Michael.
Can't prove anything.
the
all been
genetic
sealed.
jackhammer.
Oh, drop the stick.
Why is it every time I say that I sound like Arnold?
Because it's hard to say jackhammer without talking like that.
Get to the
Jack
chopper.
Hammer.
Get to the chopper.
Hey, so speaking of, I need to ask a trivia question. Do you gentlemen know what
Fucking
happened
Jeopardy or what?
367 days ago?
I don't have a fucking clue.
Vince got his first intern.
I'm not real sure what happened like a year ago. Oh, I know what happened. Triple H took over.
The tweet
okay, we
heard
can talk
around
about
the world at 77. It's time for me to retire.
Yeah, that lasted so
That didn't
long.
age well, did it?
No, that didn't age well. Like that. What lasted? What, 5 months?
In the world of millionaires, retire means something completely different.
Billionaires. He's a buh.
This is true.
Man,
I'd like to
remember how excited we were at the possibility of the Vince McMahon-less pro wrestling world?
Gosh,
I mean,
I have
truth be told,
so
it's
much
been-
to say about this, but I
it's
feel
been
like it's for a
pretty
later
good.
segment.
Like I don't know how much. Like I'm sure Vince has had influence, and maybe I've got a like blind screen to that because I've never known pro wrestling without a Vince McMahon like screen across it. But I feel like the last year of wrestling has been really good, especially
Tom,
WWE.
Before we're done, I guarantee you, I'll convince you of one scenario that is
I'm
Vince
sure.
McMahon
I'm
led.
sure. Yeah, no, you don't have to convince me. I know there's scenarios. I know they exist. I watched
Well,
the
it's our
product.
main scenario. I can't go ahead and just pop the kitten right now. I mean, that's
pop
that's Wolf's
the
job.
kitten. Pop the kitten.
Bro, he doesn't even know. Listen, he's trying so hard. You can just
Pop.
What do you mean?
the kitten.
smile and nod, Tom.
Smile and nod. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
can-
great. Okay, Derek. I can't wait to bask in your glory, Derek.
I'm using this for my regular life from now on. As soon as I go to work tomorrow, I'm going to be ready to pop the kitten. That's what I'm going to tell all the girls at work.
Please continue to use it.
Listen,
That's
hey,
what you're going to tell all the girls at work.
Wait,
I can't
stop.
wait to
I
see
work
that.
with 3
Stop.
women and me.
Please stop.
Like, my
Please
department
stop.
is 3 women and me. So,
Can't wait to hear it.
Please don't do that. That sounds like an HR call waiting to happen.
I like them. They're nice to me.
HR?
Yeah.
Not when you start
They're
popping
not going
kittens.
to
They're
be
not
if
gonna
you
be.
walk up to a middle-aged woman and say, I'm going to pop the kitten.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Are you? Hmm.
Oh,
It's such a
you think you
terrible-
can tell me what to wear?
Terrible idea. Hey, Derek, I wanted to talk about this way early, but since you don't own a clock, I waited. And
Yep, I'm here.
I can't wait to hear your opinion on this. Okay. So this past week, the 2 hottest, youngest acts in the game both had title matches. Right?
Okay.
And the best, hottest, youngest name came out on top. And the one that everybody else thought was the best, hottest name lost. Okay? It doesn't really seem like we're sending Hook much these days.
I mean,
But I'll
why
be
should
goddamned if Dirty Dom isn't
you
the
thought I was
biggest
gonna come in
heel
here and defend Hook?
in the
Dirty
whole
Dirt.
fucking business.
So I know you're not
Buddy.
watching, but Dirty Dom just defended his title on Raw, and he just beat. I mean, albeit with a little bit of help, he just beat Sami Zayn on Raw.
Darby Allin? You almost said Darby
Are
Allin.
you serious? Hold on, Tom, you're serious?
Yeah, no, Dom
He
just beat
Sami Zayn.
Yeah, just now. Well, so the Judgment Day was beating up Kevin Owens at the top of the ramp, and
Okay.
Sami Zayn was like real concerned, and Dom rolled him up for the win.
Who the fuck books this shit? Like, I'm sorry,
Buddy,
Walt. I know
that's
we're kind
pure
of veering
WWE.
from your
That's
question,
That's
but-
pure WWE booking right there. Like, oh
Okay,
no,
for one-
my friend's getting beat up. Roll up.
It's Sami Zayn though. This is different. This is a
No, it's not.
mid-tier
No,
top
it's not.
guy at this point.
No,
Yes, he is.
It's not.
You can't say that he's not. What is
I
he?
just said he wasn't.
That's
He's
bullshit.
he's upper mid card guy. That's
That's
all it is.
exactly what I said he was.
I'm just saying, Dom rolled him up. Dom's top tier. Dom's like top guy.
Dom rolled him up with the sloppiest
Hey,
roll
Dom's
you've
not gonna-
ever
hey, Dom-
seen.
Dom main
Are you
evented
seriously not gonna
every
shit?
No, he had
sit
the
here
he had
and
the he had the
shit
trunks.
on-
He had the trunks. He had the trunks.
Dom
Oh
main
my
evented
God.
every WWE show last week on
He
television.
really did.
But
Dom
he
is
did it
like
in a trash way. I'm not saying I hate Dom's character. I
He's
love
a
his
fucking
character.
heel, bro.
But he's
Look-
green as fuck.
no. Dom is
He's
not
greener than the
Dom
fucking
has
background we got going on.
I
Dom
don't
has
think
heat like
You
crazy.
can use that
Yeah.
argument anymore.
That
No,
doesn't-
Dom has heat like nobody's
I
had since
swear.
like
Marty
fucking
Jannetty.
But yeah, Marty Jannetty. We'll go with Marty Jannetty.
Shit, he still is.
Since Rick Rude. Since Rick
Oh,
Rude.
Rick Rude. So, but listen, Derek, I just don't understand how you can just continue to sit here and shit all over Dom Mysterio. It's like wiping before you poop, pal. It don't make no sense. Like,
But I'm all about making money, but I'm also, like, I'm not gonna sit here and believe these half-ass shitty roll-ups, these botches that he continually.
I mean, Rhea
botches.
maybe
Botches.
It's not a botch. There's no botches.
Botches.
Buddy, you've watched you're the AEW mark. Like you're talking about Dom. Dom doesn't botch.
I don't sit here and
Jesus
try to
fucking
mark
Christ.
out on any sort of botch ass.
Jesus
Repetition
fucking
from,
Christ. Nobody's
AEW.
marking out.
Don't
Nobody's
you pull me into
Dom-
that.
Dom's not botching. What Dom is doing is Dom is generating fucking magma levels of heat.
Massive heat. Yeah.
Magma levels of
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah. And a quarter
Dom-
of it's probably
Dom
because
is
the
the
people in the crowd
goddamn
are pissed
sun.
because he botched
If-
the fucking finish.
If we're talking about heat, Dominic Mysterio is the sun right now. Like, he just has to be like, what? People are boo. Dom is magma right now, and you just
All
they're
right.
just
oh, he's
If
white
you-
hot.
If you
White
want to
hot.
come with me with that, let's take away Rhea Ripley and her longful stares at Dom and her whispers at Dom and how
Look,
she puts over Dom every
it is-
fucking week.
look,
And
there
tell
is-
me, is he still over as
No.
much?
because then they're
Exactly.
using everything they have. to
But
the
you're sitting here
fullest
saying that his
potential.
matches get him over, and that
No,
there's-
I'm not
no,
saying that. That's the
nope.
thing. That's not the thing that heels do. Heels look. Jim Cornette also
I love
got
Jim
right. He got also nuclear heat.
Yeah.
Did Jim Cornette ever have good matches? No.
No, he didn't even have
Absolutely
a match. I wouldn't.
no.
say
He
that.
had matches. No, that's you're absolutely wrong. Jim Cornette wrestled
Okay,
like
all
a
right,
lot of
all right.
matches.
Yeah. As a manager,
Yeah, they were shitty because like he's not.
are we
wrestler.
calling those
Like
wrestling
the
matches
scaffold
though?
match,
That's
bro.
where my question is coming in.
I mean, they're kind of wrestling matches. They're not like.
All right,
They
but he
were-
was involved in
Okay, Michael
sport.
Cole.
No,
has a-
no, no.
Has a WrestleMania win, and you wanna
Oh, shut the
split
fuck up.
hairs.
Yeah,
about
Michael
Jim
Cole has a
Cornette?
wrestle.
Come on, bro.
Jesus.
Michael Cole has a WrestleMania win.
I hate both of you. This
He's
is what we've
undefeated in
come to.
WrestleMania.
This
Like,
is what we've come to.
this is
He
the
had a
modern
WrestleMania
day-
moment. I
is the
forgot. All
modern day
right,
streak.
well, we got to let it all go now.
Okay,
Fuck it.
Cringy Cole is undefeated at WrestleMania. Like,
And that's going to remain constant. Like, he's not going to wrestle
Forever.
another match. That's
he'll
forever.
be the only
Ah,
person to ever be undefeated.
It's like
at
Aubrey
WrestleMania.
Edwards. but it was way too soon.
Thank God that shit show is over.
Is it though? Is it over?
Whew. So rough.
You know, it would have been great if she'd have came in on a horse. Nobody.
Honestly, now that you say that,
Nothing.
I'm not. No, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Bro, that's so rude. What is wrong with you?
I knew Walt was gonna hate it.
Holy shit! I was worried.
Nah, I didn't hate it. I'm okay with that.
So rude.
I am rude.
You know what? Why don't you try that in a small town, pal?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I will do that tomorrow.
Oh my god!
I don't have to even travel.
You don't even live in a small town. You live in a holler. It's different.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I do have to travel about 20 miles.
The internet is a wild place. The internet is a wild place.
Without arms eating a blizzard with her feet. That's fucking gross. I'm sorry.
Listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter on what side of the fence you're on in your school of thought with this whole Jason Aldean thing. Isn't that who that is, Jason Aldean? Did I get that right? Because I'm not a country fan.
Nobody is. Country's terrible. It's really bad.
I mean, that's not fair. That's not fair.
No,
I've actually learned
totally
to respect
fair.
the art
If it's
form.
from the 90s,
what art form?
Anywho. Okay, listen. Anyway, stop.
I could be speaking Mandarin.
Stop.
You'd still know I'm pandering.
That's pop country. That doesn't count.
So is Jason Aldean.
Stop.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly, because he's shit.
Stop.
And not even because of this song. Anyway, go ahead, Walt. Yeah,
I haven't listened to the song. I don't even know what it's about.
I don't either.
All I'm gonna say is,
country music is
all I'm
terrible.
gonna say is whatever side of the fence that you're on with your moral beliefs, I do love the fact that he's pushing back against cancel culture. Makes every fiber of my being smile.
Do you play it at the Roadhouse?
But you know what else? What else? Country music still sucks.
Be a dance too.
And if we're gonna cancel anything, we can cancel country music. And you know who would be happy about that?
Okay. Okay. Oh,
I don't think this went the way he expected it to.
No,
Tom.
you're missing the point. Like,
No. I hit the look. I even did the Rob Van Dam thumbs. Okay, that's the point.
Like, for fuck's sakes, man. Hey, so are we gonna get a Hurt Business 2.0?
No, I don't think so.
Huh? Or are we gonna get Hurt Business 2.0 and Hurt Business 2.10, and like Bobby Lashley's gonna create his own faction of all black wrestlers, and MVP's gonna put together a faction of all black wrestlers, and they're gonna feud.
Okay, well, here's the thing. At this point, if it does happen, are we gonna be about it? Because
I don't know. I mean, I think probably.
Why?
Because I am foaming at the mouth for heel Street Profits.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, heel Street Profits. Heel Street Profits would be amazing.
Like the level of their ability to be just over the top babyface promo. Could you imagine what they could do with the heel persona?
I want them to be hated so fucking bad tonight.
Fucking just everything off limits. Like nothing off limits. Just fucking here's a microphone. Go out there and get over, kid.
Please come out with a rap like Max Caster.
My favorite thing that Montez Ford has done is he was in the ring with who was he in the ring with? And he was like, was it Austin Theory? He was like,
probably.
Oh my god!
You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought up Austin Theory, and I know we're ping ponging around, but like we're like one taking all of this.
Bronson Reed has been in the ring for 15 minutes. No.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking at Apollo Creed backstage and Akira Kazama, whatever.
Okay. Why do you try to pronounce names?
Wow.
And Apollo Creed, are you watching Rocky, pal?
Apollo Creed and Akira Kazawa.
Apollo Creed, is that what
That's what he said. He said Apollo Creed.
Bad boys. Holy shit.
And Akira
I just rolled right through that. Didn't even think
Kazawa.
anything of it. Yep.
Wow.
Didn't even think
Hey, you know, last night I watched AEW, okay? I saw them Lucha Friends versus them Best Bros in a tag team match, right?
Jesus Christ.
And the Lucha Friends, okay? I don't know if you know about those Lucha Friends, but they wear masks, all right?
You got
the one has the paint right here, okay, and then the best bros, okay. What's up with that dude, Chuck Taylor? Huh? Is that more like Chunk Taylor? Am I right? Huh? Yeah, huh? Like, fuck, Derek. Like, what are you doing?
We got
bro?
Aleister Black from Dumbledore, Germany.
Thank you.
Goodness
Thank you.
gracious.
I can't wait till we have the Lucha Friends in a future episode.
The Lucha Friends and the best bros. I mean,
I fuck up and don't even realize it.
That's how you live your life, pal.
I was on to 2 points later and was like, oh, wait, what did I say?
Wait, what? What happened? Oh, that was me.
Derek's like, I fucked up and moved on. That's the
Yeah.
that's the equivalent of I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Yeah, I fucked up and moved on.
Ain't no planning over here, brother.
No.
You know this.
Oh,
The
my
cream
goodness.
always rises to the top.
Hey, so I have a question for you guys. Did you hear? Okay.
I mean, I don't hear things. I don't hear it so good.
Theory versus the winner of the United States Championship Invitational is slated for a future episode of SmackDown and not SummerSlam. Now, let me finish. People are upset about this. My guess is that somebody had even posted on the old dirt sheet interweb, right? Well, they've done all this great work to just increase the prestige of the United States Championship over the last year and a half, despite failed Money in the Bank cash-ins and a bunch of nonsense and like 2-day title reigns. But Austin Theory's really positioned himself to be on SummerSlam as the United States Championship, and they're just throwing all of that goodwill that they built with the United States Championship away by not having it on SummerSlam. Hey, bud, shut the fuck up. Okay, this entire United States Championship Invitational has taken place on SmackDown. Okay, and did we forget that leading into WrestleMania, week, or Royal Rumble week, Gunther defended the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown the day before the Royal Rumble or whatever fucking PLE it was? Did we forget that that's where that quote unquote mid card title has lived going into a WWE pillar event weekend? That's so that they can boost the ratings, guys. Listen, nobody is saying that the prestige of the United States Championship is lessened any, because it's going to main event the SmackDown on the go home to SummerSlam. Probably going to be in the building next door, which is going to be just as fucking sold out with rabid, crazy SummerSlam fans. Like, I don't understand the logic here. This is it's a business model. Okay.
Yeah. Well, especially because they have several shows to like build main events for. So yeah, you're right. It's definitely going to be the main event of SmackDown the night before, and I think that's probably better than it being some middle of the ground, than just some match in the middle of SummerSlam. Because SummerSlam, let's face it, is going to be, it's what, 5 hours long, something like that. It's a really long.
It's probably not going to be that long.
But still,
it was like 3.5 last year.
But with the pre-show and everything, it was probably 5.
Okay, that's fair. If we're talking
probably
pre-show,
5.5.
absolutely.
Yeah, the pre-show's probably an hour.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just saying, like, SummerSlam was
implying that
Triple
people
H's
actually
first,
watch it, though.
Was Triple H's first pay-per-view that he was solely in charge of, and I just remember the only thing that we really found a negative that came out of that show was the comedic length of the walkway, which kind of just really downplayed like
Stop
Bayley's
it now.
return.
I compartmentalized that bullshit. I put it over in this side of my brain, so I never had to think about Io Sky walking down here like a drunken idiot for about a kilometer.
This motherfucker said kilometer. Like, listen, I understand that you're playing to those international folks, okay? Eh?
Yeah.
You sound like you're up in Canada, eh? Huh? Yeah, you fucking guy.
We got to keep the people happy.
Got to give the people what they want, right, Tom?
That's right.
Gotta give them what
Tom?
they want.
But
There he is.
to say that this downplays the legitimacy of the United States Championship or Austin Theory's title reign and the things that he's done to help position this championship since, in the last 18 months between Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. And, I think is unfair. It's an unfair assessment of where this championship is at. If anything, I believe that being the main event on the go home to SummerSlam really actually props it up a little bit further. Because
Absolutely.
what are they going to
Somebody's title
end
reign
with?
has to do it.
What are they going to end with? The Samoan Sand Party fucking before Tribal Combat? Like,
yeah, like somebody's got to do it. Like somebody's got to be the main event of SmackDown. Somebody's got to lead you into SummerSlam. Like it only makes sense.
I mean, and imagine because
as somebody who's gonna just watch wrestling for like a couple days
Right.
that weekend, like that's to me, that's like, oh sweet, I get to watch that on Friday, and then I get to watch SummerSlam, and that'll lead me right into SummerSlam on Saturday, and I get it because I'm gonna watch it either way. I don't feel like I'm not going to feel slighted. I'm going to leave that match and be excited to watch more wrestling the next day. Like that's
the Austin Theory match.
You have to.
It's going to be Austin Theory versus either Rey Mysterio or Santos Escobar, and that's going to be the ultimate follow this guys. Okay, they could steal the whole weekend from that spot.
It's not. No,
bro.
Oh my god, are you fucking
real?
kidding me? Like as far as no, you're stupid. Like
you're real stupid.
Like as far as in ring work is concerned, like that's gonna be.
That's assuming it's gonna get any fucking time. There's going to be
the main event.
But when was the last time you turned on a WWE show, pal? Like matches are getting time, bro.
But
hey, bud, I just watched
Austin Theory, who has been the United States champion for about a year and a half. He is
he just beat John Cena at
than
WrestleMania,
a fucking
pal.
ice block.
Just beat John Cena at WrestleMania, pal. He's not cold. He just beat the greatest of all time.
Okay. So they implied that he's hot. Have you heard the crowd reaction? That should be what matters. Oh, are you going to tune in? Okay, you might. Let's say the average viewer, like somebody that maybe has 2 kids, one's maybe 4, one's maybe 2 months. He's got a lot of shit going on. He's got to mow a couple yards. I can only tune into one show.
Are we talking about you? We're talking about you. I mean, that wasn't very subtle, pal. Okay,
he's got to hang out with his boyfriend. Yeah, I don't know.
I got a butthole waxing at 5. I ain't got time for this shit.
I got to take a nap at fucking 7:42 for an 8:32 time.
I got to make sure I'm asleep at 8:38 p.m.
Now I'm well past my bedtime, you bastards. It's 9:32.
Good night, Derek. You want to go to bed?
Bye.
You want me to come tuck you in?
Don't make me.
He's not gonna. Hey, listen, he's not gonna answer the phone to give you directions to the house. So, like,
it's a good point. He's not gonna give me. I'll never find it.
If you scroll back through our conversations, you have my address. Put it in the Google machine.
Oh, here we go.
Look, I need you to write that shit out on like an old pirate.
Yeah,
scroll.
Tom still uses MapQuest, pal.
Yeah,
with
an old pirate scroll
with a quill.
I'll put it. I'll put it in a big wooden chest.
Yeah.
Arr.
Yarr.
The compass is our. Fuck out of here.
Due north. Yarr.
Such a fuck.
Oh my god.
I fucking can't stand you. Like you just like half show up, fucking like 1/4% prepared. Like fuck, man. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see you guys. I haven't been together in fucking like 12 weeks, and I've been here for one of them, but that's your fault because you got stuck at work. Shut up.
Is that how I sound on the phone?
Yeah, because you sound like a little Tony
Tommy said
baby little bitch.
I need to work on that. Like, hey guys,
softest puppy.
I didn't make the show because it was your fault.
Wait. So now you're Fozzie Bear? Waka waka waka.
You want to buy some 8s?
God, you suck. Like, just suck.
It's hard to be. Look, it's hard.
Tom, I had to tell his mother. Okay.
What did you tell?
I told his mother.
What'd you tell
her? the last time I was over there, she lectured me for not coming around more.
It's because Derek just pick up the phone.
That's what I told her.
You can't go to his house if he doesn't invite you. We're like vampire. We're like vampires.
Well, Mom, I would love to come and see you guys more often, but Derek never calls anybody back.
It'd be great to know. It'd be great. In fact, I laid out to Derek. I'm like, Derek, you want to go see Pantera on Friday?
Oh yeah.
You know what I got? You know what I got from that? Fucking crickets.
Of
I don't
course.
He was
even think
like-
I said nothing
like-
back.
He's like, let's go to Mudvayne. And we're like, that's okay. But like the week before, we get to see fucking Pantera. Like, okay, we got like Mudvayne, Pantera. And I'm like, Derek, why don't we go see Pantera instead?
The best was Saturday morning. Saturday morning, you're like, so yeah, guys, Pantera, anyone? And I'm like, hey man, sorry, like I'm gonna be out of town for work.
Fucking crickets.
Wait, we don't have to take Walt?
No, just come
No,
with
I'm gonna
me.
be out of town.
In fact, you can sleep
Can
at
we
my
still
house.
go eat at your restaurant and act like you're there?
Tom can.
I'll bring
You
Fuck
have,
you.
to pay full, you have to pay full price.
I'm gonna be my guest, or I'll be Tom's guest.
Okay, Tom has a show discount. He doesn't have the friend of the show discount.
Anyway,
Go see Pantera. Let's do
then
that.
let's
Where's that
fucking go.
Okay,
It's in
okay, but
Spur
listen,
Lake,
listen,
and you can stay
listen.
at my house, buddy.
at? Okay, that's like
Okay,
$30.
Tom.
Let's go.
Okay, let's reel it
You
in.
could, like,
Let's reel it
Anyway,
in.
we're going.
we'll
Reel
talk
it in.
about it later. Answer my messages, and we can figure it out.
Okay, good.
All
Good luck with
right,
that, pal.
yeah.
Listen, I don't understand how you're gonna sit here and you're gonna try to say that fucking Austin Theory doesn't deserve to be in the
Buddy.
situation that he.
I'm not saying he does not deserving. I'm saying he's worn out on the crowd. That's what I'm saying. It's not his fault. He's doing well.
Well,
He's
somebody's
swell. He's great. I'm telling you, you can change the booker all you want, but Vince McMahon still has his sticky little old man fingers all over this
Wait,
product.
why are they sticky?
Well, mainly because the prostitutes.
Oh my god! Allegedly.
You mean you mean the paralegals?
Yes, the employees. I'm sorry. They
sake.
were employed.
You're talking about the paralegals.
Yeah.
They're not women of the night. They're women of the office.
Like you go into HR and Vince is there, like, so we have this contract, and you can take this one, or if you feel a little froggy, you want to make some money, and make Daddy happy.
Hey pal, that's really creepy, and I'm gonna.
Yeah,
need
you're
to
creeping
stop
me
right
out.
What do you want,
Okay.
man? That's how Vince talks.
What is
Matt,
what is
hey,
your
look?
problem?
Look, let's hit reset. What's the next topic? Let's
Edit
move
that
on.
part out.
I
Yeah? Is that-
really,
okay,
I
that's
really,
what we're gonna do?
I really want to move on from this. Can we move on? Whatever. Can we skip to whatever's next? I really, really want to move on. Can we please move
You're
on?
just done. You're just done with Austin Theory
The
just
Vince
because
impression was
Derek
too
ruined
much.
it.
I'm really
There's
done.
Too
Can,
much.
can we please
That's
move on?
listen. That's Mustache Vinny speaking right there.
Okay.
Like, that's probably how he talks.
Sure.
I mean, I got to give you choices, otherwise it comes off forced, right? Right.
Hey, so I got a couple things I'd like to discuss here, mainly in the AEW tag team division.
Oh. All right.
How about the Young Bucks are hinting at a possible AEW exit? They said recently, hey man, we kind of feel like we've done everything that we came here to do, and it's not really what's next.
I feel like one of
it's
them
like,
said they had
what's
thumbtacks in
left?
their butthole.
What's left?
I feel like Matt Jackson said he had thumbtacks in his butthole.
You think they make the jump to WWE?
No, I don't think WWE
no.
hires them. They don't.
There is rumored Young Buck interest in WWE.
Buddy, Kevin Jackson is going to have to cut his hair if he
Who?
shaves himself bald.
Who?
Kevin.
What?
What is that? Their older brother, the not so young Buck?
There's Matt and Kevin.
No.
No?
No.
Try
you
again.
guys know who.
Try again.
Nick? You mean Nick? Talking about Nick Jackson?
Oh yeah, Kevin Nick. Yeah.
Wait.
Nick.
You weren't serious, right? Like you're fucking with us.
You have you guys not seen him on the Indies?
All right, fair enough.
It's Kevin. Dude, I have a fucking DVD. I will show you
Skip.
guys on air.
I want to
next
skip
week.
again. Can we hit the skip button again? I want to skip to the next topic. Can we
Fuck
skip?
No,
them. They're the biggest
no.
pieces
God
of
damn it.
shit in this whole thing.
Just
You're gonna
no.
leave the company that you supposedly made after what? 2 years? 3 years?
Cody Rhodes.
Most. Yeah. Well, he didn't have anything to do with it initially.
No, okay. He's just
He got brought on just like Jericho did. Jericho didn't come to them with an idea. They came to Jericho and was like, "Oh, we need a big name. We're gonna put you over. Do you want to, make your own creative?
You want to be Le Champion?
I got big ideas.
I got to tell you,
this Broadway show.
Jericho's
with
creative has
MJF.
been absolute dog shit. Whatever Jericho's input has literally been the worst
I'm
thing.
sorry, but I loved it at
AEW's
first.
put
Maybe
on.
for like the first 2 years, and that was probably because I was somewhat jaded.
So
Initially, I thought it was great.
Initially, it was great.
Yeah.
Until in the point that where they jumped the shark. Excuse the Happy Days reference for all the youngsters. Where they jumped the shark was the
Thursday, Friday, happy day,
Saturday. What a day! Anyway,
coming all week to you. All right.
Ew, that sounds gross.
Why is Derek creeping everything out today?
I don't know. He's
I'm
making
sorry, guys. I don't even
creeping
mean
me
to.
He's creeping me out.
Fucking, we got old mustache Vinny up here.
So
Wait till next week. I'm gonna shave all this, and then I'm gonna have my hair slip back.
Even better. So I think that I think that where the shark got jumped was the Broadway musical with MJF. MJF recovered. Jericho did not. Am I wrong in saying
Jericho's
that?
a jerk at this point.
I mean, I don't know what you've been what show you've been watching. I don't.
For real?
I think Chris Jericho has absolutely picked up the ball and run with it. I mean, he's got a whole new faction now. He's getting another group of guys over. Like, I love this hat.
How much have they gotten over though? The people that have been Jack Swagger is doing nothing. He has a purple hat. He turned it in.
Yeah, it's because he's getting ready to go train for a real life MMA fight.
Sammy Guevara.
He's a bum.
He's done nothing. He's done nothing.
He's a bum.
He got Daniel Garcia over.
We've got Daniel Garcia, the least interesting guy in the room. And finally, I understand where Tom has been coming from this for the last few years. Because now, whenever he comes out and he's like, fucking, are you Alex Wright? Did you not see that this gimmick doesn't work, motherfucker?
It's the worst.
Do you want to talk about it?
I can't believe you're talking about your great cousin Alex like that.
I love my German
even
peoples,
worse.
but
it is so fucking bad.
Not good.
It's so
bad. He can't even dance.
It's so bad.
It's so bad that Cole and MJF had to have their own dance party because he has nothing.
So why?
He has
one
move.
Why does the AEW have to ruin everything? I think I told you this. Why do they have to ruin everything? They ruin fucking everything. All right, let's move on. Next subject. Next subject. Let's go.
I mean, you were kind of rolling. Are you trying to go play Final Fantasy? Like, is that what's happening right now?
No,
like,
I'm so sweaty.
Like, I don't like when you do that.
Why are you sweaty?
Generally, am sweaty.
What have you been doing?
So, Derek, they broke fucking Diablo.
He's been watching Cops.
No, they haven't. It's fine. Have you been playing Seasons?
Yeah, it's so bad.
No, it's not.
I turned it on yesterday. It's so bad. Why is it so bad?
Get you some Brutal Hearts, buddy. It turns into a whole new.
Buddy, I got stomped into dust.
Which character?
All of them, actually.
Oh, bullshit.
Dumped into dust. All right, whatever. Maybe I'm just not cool enough.
Tornado Druid, buddy. Do that.
Okay.
Druid.
Just play the stupid fucking druid. I don't have a druid. All right. I have not put
You
80
just said
hours
you did
in my
all
life.
5.
No, I didn't do all 5. I have like 2. I have like a necromancer
Yeah.
and a rogue that gets stomped as soon as I walk into a room. It's like,
I ain't gonna lie,
boom.
buddy. I don't like my rogue. Yeah,
It's
I have a Twisted Blade
garbage.
Poison Rogue, and I've tried to
It's
upsell it.
fucking
I've
garbage.
tried and tried for the last couple
It's-
weeks, and I
It's
can't
garbage.
get into it.
It was garbage in patch 1.0. It's fucking
Yeah,
garbage.
it's garbage now.
It's garbage.
It's apparently cool once you get to like 50 or so, but no, I'm not down.
Apparently poison's pretty good, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we talking about? We should be talking about wrestling, not Diablo. Sorry. Walt made fun of me. Walt made fun of me because I was trying to like close shit down, but like.
Hey, so how about Saturday
That's
night? Looks like Billy Gunn might have called it quits, huh?
I hope so for his sake because that was cool. No, it was cool. Like that's a cool thing. Like just ride off into the sunset. Like that's cool. Like I hope he gets that.
No, that's fair. Instead of
All right.
still chasing it like Jake Roberts.
Yeah, like I hope that's cool. Like I hope he gets that.
You think he went backstage and like high five Sting? It's like
Yeah.
you're next.
If I'm being honest, he had a rather annoyed look on his face during his Collision opening promo. I don't know, just one of discontent. Go back and watch it. See if you don't agree now that.
If
now that you
I
know
was
what
going
happened.
to unlace my boots like that and take 20 minutes to do it, and I knew this was going to be my final match, I would have laced my boots differently, only for this match, especially because they were cover-ups, to at least make it efficient rather than like. I mean, this took a good 10 minutes.
So he could break an ankle in his last match.
He didn't do anything in his last match. It doesn't matter.
Did a little bit. Threw a clothesline. Threw a pretty good clothesline.
Listen,
Is
at
it
the end of the day,
breaking worthy?
if he has called it quits, what a stellar career this guy's had, huh? Like to be part of one of the hottest angles in the history of all time.
Oh yeah,
with DX and the New Age Outlaws, to being relegated to pure and utter obscurity to make a heroic comeback into our lives and hearts in what was a rub roll in AEW.
Scissor me daddy ass.
Like
It's turned into something good.
It's
absolutely.
fantastic. No, yeah, I don't dislike at all what Billy Gunn did in his. In fact, even the Chuck and Billy stuff was great. It was like I feel like everything. He's one of those guys that I feel
Don't say everything, okay? The Smoking
you're
Guns and Rockabilly does exist.
Yeah, and that stuff was terrible. All right, but he was one of those guys that made a lot of things that shouldn't have worked work. You're right. Smoking Guns, Rockabilly, terrible, just terrible. Even sort of the stuff that he did with Austin and with his sons didn't really work. But no, he had a
I
good
think
career.
they're so much better off now.
No, once they split, he did more for them on the other side of that coin than he did being in their corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, now like they're in a prime spot on Collision with Jay White and Juice Robinson, who have just come in and taken AEW television over by storm. Which we kind of thought would happen with Jay White, right? Like once he came to America, because we all wanted
And
to
Juice
see him
too. Like Juice has been a hot prospect. We're like, why is he not in a top company? For like
he had a bad experience at WWE, so I'm not surprised that
he definitely did. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like he has all the makings of a star too, because he's got the in-ring work. He's a bigger guy. He's got the promo. He's a top guy too.
And his look is on par for his character. Like,
absolutely, 100%. He looks like a psychopath. He works like a psychopath. It's great.
It's awesome. But if, like I said, if Mr. Ass has called it quits, we appreciate you, pal.
And he had some of the best fucking entrance music anybody's ever had ever in the history of entrance music.
Oh, you didn't know?
And I'm an ass man.
Bow, bow, bow.
I'm an ass man.
I mean, I don't know. She's got legs.
That's pretty good. I feel like that's all written by the same guy. Like that's all the same. To me, that's like that's just that's a medley of like just the embrace of like legs and ass. That's just like it's all connected.
Hey, so I gotta ask.
I was so offended for a minute, and then it just all came together. It's like this motherfucker does ZZ Top. Go on.
What do we think about Tribal Combat?
So I think what Tribal Combat is they have to keep everybody else out of the equation. It has to just be the two of them. So no Jimmy, no Solo. So I think that's the point, because Roman stopped Solo after Jay said that. And what do I think about it? I think they're going to have a banger. If I'm being totally honest, I think that they're just preparing to have the match to steal the show, because they both can do it, but it's been a while since they've done it. And I think that's
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. That was a long time. Like, and it's been a long time since Roman's had just like a wall-to-wall banger match. You know what I mean? Like just a work rate match. And I think that's what this is going to be, because Roman can do it. Jay can absolutely do it. And I think that's what they're setting us up to have, is that like
it's about to be a 37-minute match.
Yeah, for sure. And a 37-minute work rate, like these guys are like working on their cardio right now.
I think there's going to be some dips in the pace. We're going to see Tribal Chief Roman Reigns get the upper hand, start wearing Jay down, and then Jay's going to fucking hit the biggest babyface comeback in the history of babyface comebacks, and we're going to get this work rate that we're all hoping for, right? Like, that's how I see this playing out. I like all the hoopla, okay, but this is, to me, is an Solo will probably be up there. Like that's what this is going to end up being, is an opportunity to trot the NOI tribe out there, to get these folks a payday.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to be really old.
Yeah, that's like adds to the coolness factor. Like, you walk them guys out there with their grass skirts and the like fucking.
They're not a threat at all, though.
Huh?
But they are.
They're not a threat.
But they are. They're like
5 years old.
They're like they're the high chiefs.
Tribal combat.
Yeah.
Like, the tribe has to be there to see the new head of the table.
I feel, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I still don't think Jimmy's going to have it in him this one.
Jay?
I think it goes on.
Oh, there's no way Roman's losing this match.
No, yeah, Roman's going to win.
Let's not get carried away.
Okay.
They may
that's where we're going.
They're going to make us think that it's going to happen. Like, they're going to make you start believing that it's going to happen.
And then maybe Roman goes heel on the old tribal chieftains that are at the top of the ramp.
No, I don't think that happens.
Because his dad's one of them.
Yeah, I don't think that happens. His dad's one of those guys.
Well, this is okay.
So let's just calm down, okay?
Calm
down. Okay. Lot of speculation that we might see The Rock.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy the pay-per-view on Peacock just because of The Raw.
I mean, there is a Hollywood strike going on right now.
Yeah, he ain't got shit to do.
And I mean, this would be the absolute perfect time to smell
Does
what the
that
Rock
count?
is cooking.
Does that count as going against the Writers Guild, though?
No.
Okay. WWE writers aren't striking.
No.
That's because they're independent contractors, huh?
No. They work for WWE. They are company employees.
That's nice.
They're the office.
I understand now.
Would The Rock mean as much now as he would have at WrestleMania?
I mean, I gotta say, The Rock is The Rock. I don't really think it matters when he comes in. It's the fact that he's there. And especially at this point, there's not a fever pitch of expecting it like we had last year at WrestleMania. Well,
5 months.
earlier this year. Yeah.
Tom, does The Rock mean as much now as he would have at WrestleMania?
I feel like The Rock means a lot regardless of where you put him. It doesn't really matter where he shows up. He means a lot. I think he carries a presence that is undeterred by what time of the year it is as far as the wrestling calendar is concerned. He carries a presence of both nostalgia and sort of legacy as well, as far as like inserting him into the bloodline stuff. Because there's like they've sown the seeds, and you know, I feel like if you trickle him in here at WrestleMania, especially if you have Roman go over Jay, and then you give those two a stare down like that, and that's how you close the show, right? That's the end of the show. Like he's walking up to Afa and Sika. Like Roman's walking up after winning to Afa and Sika. And then you hear, "Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?" And like they have a face down like on the ramp. And we can go back and look at this if this is what happens at WrestleMania, but they just stare each other down, and that's how SummerSlam like pans out. Thanks for watching SummerSlam. See you later. Like that, everybody's gonna be like, "Holy fuck, holy fucking shit. Oh my God. Oh my God." And that'll be that. And so like, that'll be a huge moment. And I think they're looking for that moment, whether it's at SummerSlam, whether it's at WrestleMania, regardless of when it is. If they build that to be a match at WrestleMania between SummerSlam and WrestleMania, that'll be great. And I think they might do that.
I'd be into it.
Buddy, everybody, you and everybody else, they'll be like, "Oh my God, it's the biggest WrestleMania in history," and absolutely, it would be.
Yeah. Okay. I like your take. All right. I like your take.
Honestly, I'm surprised you're not more excited because I'm sitting here ready to watch it right now. And instead, I have Alpha Academy on the television screen.
Shoosh.
Which is fine, but it's not an ending to SummerSlam of The Rock to lead up to WrestleMania with Roman Reigns. Like, holy shit, Tom. You're like the Freddie Prinze Jr. of booking. Well, you just get slid in there. He didn't do anything to get in there.
Why? Because I can't just like drag The Rock out and be like, "Hey, let's do this."
Yeah, just go to the nearest set of Fast and Furious 11 and see what he's up to.
The last one just lost money.
Good. Finally. Took 10 of them.
Hey, you never lose when you got family.
No, it definitely lost money. It lost like $200 million. But, you know.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, we're getting to this. Yeah.
So the internet is up in arms about Triple H having a problem striking when the iron's hot. Okay? Everybody wants to keep pointing to Sami Zayn not beating Roman, or Drew McIntyre not beating Roman, or Cody Rhodes not beating Roman, saying that these are missed opportunities at the height of a star's popularity. And LA Knight has come into that same category as those three because despite the crowd's best efforts to get behind LA Knight, he just can't seem to win the big one. And everybody is just pointing fingers at old Tripskis, saying he's just not going to pull the trigger. And as of late, LA Knight's attitude backstage has come to light, and some folks think it's not so great. In my opinion, I think that he's right where he needs to be. He's over. Okay? He's over like Orange Cassidy over, right? And I just...
No.
It's not time. It's not time.
All right, so I'm gonna be the mid guy here. I agree with you. I don't know that it's time.
I knew you would.
I feel like him with the Money in the Bank contract made a hell of a lot of sense. But when they put it on Damian Priest, I'm like, you know what? I like that too. So I wasn't opposed to that. Anything otherwise, though, am I ready for him to beat Gunther? No. Am I ready for him to beat Austin Theory? No. Could he beat Roman or Seth? No, that doesn't make sense. None of that makes sense. I think you need to get him back on that upward trajectory, and I think they've really done that. I think although I don't know. I mean, whomever they've set up for the Rey Mysterio versus whomever, when Rey went over on Friday. Yeah, right, but when Rey went over on Friday, my initial thought was, oh, Austin Theory's gonna go over on whomever beats him, and they don't want to do that to LA Knight. So,
I don't think so. I think Santos Escobar beats Rey Mysterio, and Santos Escobar is the new United States champion.
I don't think so at all. I think that.
Agreed.
I think that Santos Escobar goes over on Rey, but I think Santos Escobar loses to Austin Theory, and I think they have a feud that proceeds after that. But I don't think that feud. I don't think inserting LA Knight makes sense with Austin Theory either. I think that Santos Escobar and Austin Theory can have a good feud that can last a while. And I think that just having it be like a one and done, oh my God, Santos Escobar has dethroned Austin Theory. I don't think that makes any sense. So
I think it makes total sense so that they can in turn have Austin Theory be the heel chasing the baby face.
I'm not sure what sort of pedestal, Tom, you're putting Austin Theory up on. And I love A-Town Down.
What is your heart on for Austin Theory, bro?
Tom's. That's what I'm saying.
Yours.
I don't. Me?
What's your deal? What's your problem with Austin Theory? This is two segments
I'm
now that his name's got brought up.
I'm over it.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the same guy, Tom, that sat here a year ago talking fucking how great Hook was and how fucking what a piece of shit Dom was, right? And now all of a sudden, Dom's the hottest thing in the game, okay? And Hook just got beat by fucking Jungle Boy.
He didn't get beat by Jungle Boy.
I mean, that was what was going to happen, though.
I'm not sure why you're trying to back Austin Theory so much. Holy shit!
I mean, because it's
time to put the fucking belt down. He's had it for over a year.
He's the future of the fucking
fine,
business.
And you've had a little moment with the belt, and it's fine. It's time to move on, man. He's not doing nothing.
He's not doing nothing.
He's not doing nothing.
He's spoken like a true fucking AEW mark, pal.
It has nothing to do with
that.
Did
you talk to Dave this week? Huh?
Yeah, he's doing fine. He asked how things were with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Next time you talk to him, tell him that I said I think that he fucking sucks. Okay?
I will.
Oh, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about Seth.
What about Seth?
Seth said that the star ratings were silly.
They are silly.
Oh, I didn't realize that was news because they are silly.
Yeah, they're absolutely silly.
Seth Rollins don't give a fuck. He also
He don't.
said that he's got 10 years left in him, and then he's going to be like the Undertaker and just be at every WrestleMania.
That sounds great. I'm down for that. Let's do that.
I'm into it. 10 years left. 10 years left, full time, and then he's going to just be the Undertaker. I'm in.
That sounds like a great career. That sounds awesome. I'm ready to watch 10 more years of Seth Rollins and then see him at WrestleMania.
He also acknowledged that he's the number 2 champion in the company and that he thinks it's fucking ridiculous that he has to be out there and defend the championship every single fucking week and Roman gets to show up once a fucking month. So that part-time thing's starting to come to light again like it did with Brock Lesnar when Seth Rollins was involved.
I just like everything Seth Rollins is doing right now. I think he's really doing a great job. He hasn't really been on tonight, but like the Judgment Day's been like, this is the 3rd or 4th segment and it's like 10 o'clock. So it's, I think Mondays are strong with a Seth Rollins champion and the Judgment Day to sort of like help carry the burden.
I agree. Cody Rhodes sprinkled in there.
Cody had a great promo earlier. It's really like Monday nights have really been like must-watch wrestling. And when we were kids, Monday was must-watch wrestling, but they were only 2 hours.
Wrestling.
It was only 2 hours long, but now it's 3 hours long, and all 3 hours are good. So,
sorry.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Derek, I'm interested to see like what is your do you think?
I'm literally fucking sitting here sneezing. Can you give me a minute, asshole?
Fuck, are we kidding? We have to pause the podcast so Derek can sneeze? Good God. Okay, just let's let Derek blow his nose.
Oh, wait. Huh? Do you need a hanky? Does baby need his nose wiped? Do you need me to get the little
stop putting all the
German
fucking
nose
white
sucker?
powder in there, buddy?
All right. And what's your question?
My question is, I'm trying to figure out why you feel the way that you do with LA Knight and the way that he's being booked. Like you feel like WWE's missing their mark with this? You think that they should have just pushed him to the moon and back already and just set him into a position to fail?
No. In his particular situation, I kind of feel like not that he's in the right spot like you do. I feel like he should have had a title. Like you guys have already said, he's not ready for Gunther. That does not need to happen. But I could have foreseen him getting the U.S. or North American, championship or the U.S. championship, either one. He could even go back to NXT and do some of that. Like at this point, NXT matches on Raw. It doesn't even matter. It's not looked at as being a downgrade at this point, to me at least. Maybe I'm different from you guys in that opinion. It seems to be. But
they're definitely doing a good job of propping NXT back up to be must-watch wrestling television.
Well, and they're even having the NXT championships on Raw.
Well, that's because they've got the hottest heel in the game wearing their chain.
Triple H's office, saying things.
Just saying. But I very much believe that LA Knight wins the Royal Rumble. Maybe gets a little Seth Rollins. I don't think he's ready for Roman yet. But I don't know.
I think they're gonna miss the mark, man. It sucks. I don't want them to, but I do. I think Triple H is gonna sit here, meet the new boss, same as the old boss type of deal. Where
but Triple H signed Eli Drake, aka LA Knight, to this contract.
But how long are we gonna? I mean, is it a possibility that Vince is just overriding Triple H through this whole thing?
No, because all reports have been that Vince McMahon has become quite the big fan of LA Knight.
I see. So the dirt sheets, when they're conveniently in line with your point, are fine.
No, that didn't come from Dave Meltzer or a dirt sheet. That was actually reported by Sean Ross Sapp, who we all hold in high regard as one of the best, most trusted wrestling journalists in the business.
Well, I hope it works out, man. But seriously, I'm seeing this as nothing's going to come of it. I don't see him he's not in line to win any title at this point. I don't know
I don't think he needs a title right now. Tom, do you think he needs a title right now?
No, in fact, I think that giving him a title would feel cheap at this point.
I agree.
Wow. Okay. I feel like he's going to lose his backing from the crowd.
I don't think so.
In the next year. So we'll see.
I don't think so. Not at all.
No, I don't think it's going to take a year.
I think that his crowd support has done nothing but continue to grow week after week.
Good for it. Until we get tired of waiting.
I mean, you just tried to make that same argument about Austin Theory. And I just don't.
And I'm tired of waiting on
Austin
Austin Theory.
That way.
I'm actually at that point now.
I just don't see it that way. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, pal. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to bust your balls about it. I mean, that's what this show's fucking predicated on, is us having differing opinions. Actually, it's quite boring when we have the same fucking opinion on things. It really is. I don't get to fucking argue. So like when I put together the show format, I always try to figure out what we're going to disagree on. And sometimes you surprise me and you agree with me, or you agree with Tom, or Tom and I disagree, because generally Tom and I are kind of hot and cold on the same things, and you're just out in left fucking field playing with your twat.
You don't know what
I'm not surprised that we have different opinions here, but however, we can't all be right, and unfortunately for you, you're just not.
We'll see you in a year. Write it down.
Yeah, we will see you in a year.
All right. We'll have a shaved head match.
Because I would love to go back and I would love to watch some of our early stuff, and watch the two of you shit all over LA Knight and his NXT work, and watch me put it over continually week after week after week. And then eventually Tom jumped on board, and you just still had this just disdain for what LA Knight was doing. And now all of a sudden we're gonna miss the mark. It just seems like the only mark that got missed in this was you.
I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to watch the Daniel Bryan transition yet again. It's the yeah movement is the same as the yes movement. That's what they're going for. I don't care to see it again. Yes, it is.
It's just not.
Otherwise, they'd have given him a title by now. And I don't care what either of you say. He is ready for a title. It's stupid. They're going to miss the mark.
That dude's more popular now than he's ever been in his entire career, and he's making more money than he's ever made in his entire career. I think he's okay. I think he's okay because he's doing a top-notch job, and he deserves to be making top guy money. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and stop because Tom's starting to look a little irritated with me that I just keep fucking dragging this on. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our thing. Tom, it's not my fault that Derek doesn't know what he's fucking talking about, and I've got to like slow down. And
I'm sorry.
I've got to really enunciate things.
We tore it back to Monday, and Monday I have responsibilities to make children go to bed.
I know.
So, but it's fine. It's good because like their bedtime is like now-ish, so I'll take care of it. Anyway, my match of the week is, without a doubt, the NXT North American Championship match between Wes Lee and Dominic Mysterio. And
absolutely.
Why is that? One, because I'm a mark for title changes, and we got a title change.
You are a mark for a title change.
It was not a hot potato title change. Three, it was a fantastic heel win because, one, the match got some time. It was a great match. Dom can really go.
I mean, Wes Lee deserved time. He put in the work to earn his time.
He did. Dom can go. Wes Lee can go. They had a great match. Dom won like the chicken shit heel that he is in perfect chicken shit heel fashion. It was great. It was everything I hoped it would be. And Dom's really going to do a lot for that title for however long he's held. I don't expect him to hold it for a long time. I expect Wes Lee to probably get it back pretty quickly, but Dom's going to elevate the title a little bit more. I felt like Wes Lee's title run was kind of getting a little stale. It was hot at the start, and then it kind of petered. But now, like, Dom's gonna kind of build it back up again because like everybody's gonna fucking hate him, and Wesley's gonna get a huge pop, or whomever takes it from Dom here in the next couple of weeks. It's not gonna stay on Dom that long. And I just thought it was great. It was really good across the board because one, fantasy match booking forward for me was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And two, it was just a fun match to watch. So really into that. That was my match of the week.
Hey, it's your turn.
All right, so let's see, match of the week here. What do I need to go with?
Talk about a
Probably
match that I
normal
didn't watch this week.
shit. Nope, the only match I watched this week, because it's the only one that really mattered to me, would be the Blood and Guts match. Please watch. It's a War Games clone. My favorite match type, other than Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which is also fantastic. We have glass. We have thumbtacks. The spot on the top of the cage was a little iffy to me, to be honest. Why do we have this so reinforced? Like, you're never going to recreate 1998. Sorry. It's not going to happen. But otherwise, we had a bit of nails. It was very nice. I liked it. That's kind of my style of match. You guys know this. I'm sorry. I know you hated it. You can shit all over it.
I mean, I'm not even going to justify that with a fucking response, pal. I'm just not. Like, I'm glad you enjoyed it, though, because, it is right up your fucking alley with
They made it for me.
bad wrestling television. My match of the week was on Friday night SmackDown. Non-title match. Austin Theory versus Santos Escobar. We got a preview of what is to come on the Go Home episode of SmackDown for SummerSlam. Okay. What a great fucking match. Two fucking young studs, both athletes. Both have bright futures. Santos Escobar picks up the W. Pretty soon it's going to be and new. You didn't watch it, go watch it. Pretty fucking good. Woo. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to go ahead and fucking get up on out of here because it's bedtime and we got some things to do. If you're still hanging out, please hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Maybe even consider subscribing. Check us out over on Twitter and Instagram. Over on Twitter and Instagram at @1_Fall WC. That's ONE. And if you're watching this or listening to this right now, anytime, anywhere, we appreciate you. So with all that being said, thanks for hanging out. It's all love. We'll catch you next week. Probably on Monday. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Probably on Monday.
One Fall WrestleCast.